Revenge in the family. I, 34M, took my unemployed brother-in-law to court over a prank that sent me to the hospital. And now my marriage is falling apart. You guys, I'm literally shaking as I type this. My whole life has exploded over what my wife's family is calling just a harmless prank. Harmless? Let me tell you what happened. During our annual 4th of July family BBQ, you know, the one where everyone pretends to like each other, I admittedly had one too many beers and passed out in the hammock. Mistake number 1. I was shirtless because it was 95 degrees and humid as hell. Mistake number 2. While I was unconscious, my brother-in-law, 32M, who was completely sober, mind you, decided it would be hilarious to fill my belly button with industrial-strength superglue. Not the craft stuff, the heavy-duty Bond anything forever kind. He even filmed it for his stupid TikTok followers. When I woke up, I had this weird tugging sensation on my stomach. In my half-asleep state, I instinctively touched my belly button and boom, now my finger was glued to my navel. Everyone was howling with laughter while I was literally stuck to myself. Here's where it gets worse. 3 years ago, I had emergency gallbladder surgery through my navel. I have sensitive scar tissue there. When we tried to remove the glue, my skin started tearing. Blood everywhere. My wife finally realized this wasn't funny and drove me to the ER. The doctors were horrified. They had to use special medical solvents that burned like acid, and I needed microabrasion treatment to remove dead skin cells. One nurse actually asked if I wanted to file a police report. The final bill? $2,253, with our garbage insurance covering practically nothing. When I asked my hilarious brother-in-law to pay for the medical bills he caused, he laughed in my face and said, "It's just a prank, bro." This is the same guy who put laxatives in the wedding cake at his cousin's reception and called it memorable. After 3 months of asking nicely, I took him to small claims court. And guess what? I won. The judge called his behavior reckless endangerment. But this victory has cost me my family. My mother-in-law, who's living on Social Security, offered to pay instead of her precious son, even though he's just between jobs, for the 3rd time this year. My wife barely speaks to me now, saying I've destroyed the family over money. Her entire family has blocked me on social media and uninvited me from Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, my brother-in-law still hasn't paid a cent, and my navel area has permanent discoloration and sensitivity. He's telling everyone I'm weaponizing the justice system against him because he's going through a divorce, which, surprise, is happening because he pranked his in-laws too. I've lost sleep, possibly my marriage, and definitely my relationship with my in-laws. All because I expected a 32-year-old man to take responsibility for physically injuring me. So Reddit, am I seriously the a-hole here for taking a man who glued my body parts together to court?